Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Jan Sewing Solutions. I'm going to be making a comeback with some very old designs. Do you know the saying old is gold? And this is exactly how I feel about this particular design, these designs by a company called Baroque. This was the very first launch of my online selling that I did reviews on going back to, I think it was March or April of last year. Okay, no, not last year, this year. We're still in 2016, although there's only a few days left. Now, the designs that I initially showed were 4 designs by the company called Baroque. One was this Pearl Perfect. Now, you have seen me stitch several of the Pearl Perfect. These were the very first few designs that my colleague from India sent me, and this was design 285, then 4002. I'm just going to quickly show you the photos and then we're going to hopefully go on to the explanation and perhaps a little bit of a review of these suits. Design 01. Now, different companies have replicated these suits. At the moment, I've got them by quite a few different companies. Deep Sea was one of them, Rani Trends was another, and now these are replicas of the originals. The original was by a company called Baroque, and this is design number 03. So, and then the others that I actually didn't initially show were quite a few other designs, which were 282, 284, 283, and then one other one, which I can't seem to find the photo of for the moment. Anyway, okay, so that one's got a little piece. Okay, I can't find the photo of that one for the moment, but anyway, we'll come back to that in a few minutes. Now let's do a little bit of what these designs, I'll show you the ones that I've not done previous reviews on, and then that way you'll be able to familiarise and I can offer you what choices we have in these. Okay, so this design number 282 in a blue is a cross between a royal and a navy. It has laced over patch, which I'm not overly keen on, so I am going to unpick on that. It has a neckline sort of attachment, embroidery on the daman, and then it has fully embroidered beige sleeves. The fabrics, that one as well. The fabrics for the salwar and lining is in the navy blue. Then we've got a dupatta, which is fully laced on all the sides and on a very nice pure chiffon type of dupatta. So very heavy embroidery. This is like a proper embroidery. Now the thing that I would advise with this suit is that personally I would like to get a lighter weight lining for this. So even though the suit actually comes with complete lining, I would like to make a trouser and a salwar with this, and then I could wear either with either choice. The other idea to go along with this is to have like the beige, like this goldeny color salwar, and I would like, perhaps if I was making like a churidar or something, I would like to make a churidar in that color, and then that way you can mix and match and you can wear it with any style that you want. So this is design 1, although it's actually design 282. I will post the pictures onto the Facebook page. I've got a limited number of these suits, so if you are keen on any of these suits, then do order them quickly, because I can't guarantee they will last for very long. The price is ridiculously low. They're £25 a suit. The second one I'm going to show you is 286. It's in a mustard color with a beautiful, beautiful pink dupatta. Now this is for all the girls out there who love their colors. Absolutely gorgeous embroidery, very nicely done up dupatta, all the way edged off with the embroidery. Very nice color. I love this color, but personally I wouldn't wear it because of age and stuff. That's the lining for salwar. Then you've got an absolutely gorgeously done embroidery on the whole of the daman. Very nicely embroidered sleeves with full embroidery on the... Okay, and you know what, this is an exceptionally beautiful suit. What I would say is get some pink lace that's like a drop down type of lace, and then finish that off with the front and the back. It would perhaps need slight bit of the backing on this. It needs a slight bit of work, so I would actually advise to open this up lightly and then delicately rearrange this back up after pressing it, cutting it and pressing it. And if you do a good job on this, I'll tell you, it will outweigh the original of this suit and you will get an exceptional result. It's something that I would actually love to stitch this, but being restricted on time, I have got to do some wedding orders, so I don't really want to start sewing my own, although I would love to experiment and sew this one. So that's the second one. The third one, which I will sew for myself, is in this color. This is like a very light yellowy gold, yellowy greeny color. Again, the fabric on this I absolutely love. It's a chiffon, but it's a very soft, delicate type of chiffon. Very nice embroidery, neckline, sleeves, all embroidered. Now the fabric on this is, again, it's a very nice fabric. It's almost like a cottony effect type of fabric on this one, which is not the same as the other ones. Those ones are shantoon, but this one is a slightly different. Again, the dupatta, very nicely embroidered edging. Application of the edging on the scarf is not 100%, so that's something that could do with redoing. Anyway, this is design number 283. Okay, there we are. And these are, by far, this is one of the best ranges of baroque in my, even though it's the first one that I actually came to experiment with, it is one of my favorites. And later on, baroque has gone on to do several catalogues, but I have to say that the second edition was also quite good, but this has taken, this blew me away. I absolutely loved this. Now, one of the ones that you've seen me constantly do, and this is something that I have stitched in a few different designs, a slight bit of a variation on this one, where the embroidery is slightly different to the purple effect one that we initially did. But you know what, these are very nice suits and worth, I mean, I have sold a lot of these and I've only got like a couple left. and these were reorders, and now fully embroidered again front of the dupatta. And I have stitched 2 different versions of this. There are tutorials online, but we are gonna experiment and redo this one. And inshallah, what I'm gonna do is, there's a bit of a variation on the sleeves on this. So what I will do is I will try and replicate the sleeves according to this. And also, yeah, and there's a slight bit of a difference to the way the stitching on this and the way it's currently attached. I will unpick and perhaps do a third of the tutorials on this to try and give you all the variations. So I've already covered a tutorial on this, but inshallah we'll redo another one and see. Okay, some of the others in this is this design. It's number 284. It's in like a champagne maroon and a goldeny beige colour. Now I absolutely, like I keep saying, I absolutely love the range. You know, each one was prettier than the previous one, and they were exceptional good replicas, these, because the embroidery is, I can say that the embroidery is just on these. And there we are, that's the salwar. And then again the dupatta, very nicely all embroidered edging applied on. And you know what, just experimenting with the embroidery, attaching this edging on, it can take you ages. So it's a very good, you know, and that's part is for the neckline. So that's design number 284. And then we have design number design number 402. Now I don't know why this did not prove popular. This was for any young girl, this was one of my favorites, you know, and I would love to stitch this for perhaps, I mean, even for myself. I probably would like the suit as it is. Maybe the dupatta, I would find it a little bit too bright and I wouldn't wear the dupatta, but the suit itself is a very nice shade of mint green. Perhaps I will make it for one of the girls. I've been meaning to make this for one of my daughter-in-laws. I never got a chance. If I do get the chance, then I would like to stitch this for her. But again, it's, you know what, the embroidery is just like breathtaking, and I'm just so surprised why, you know, all the shops had this and they didn't manage to sell it, because it's such a beautiful suit and so nicely. I'll tell you, this would like be outstanding. But anyway, be the first to order it, because I guarantee you, when you wear it, just look at the embroidery on the sleeves and so on, very nicely, heavily embroidered. And the originals of this, I think they had this color back, the back daman actually had embroidery in this color, but all our replicas are actually plain backed. Anyway, that's design number 402. And then we have, now these suits, I actually sold out of these, and these were reserved for a customer, and from Canada, and she actually initially purchased these straight away as soon as we had them, and I put them to a side, and then for some reason the order didn't go through, and so I just got left with a couple of these suits from her order. Otherwise they were very difficult to get hold of, and So these are, again, this one is like a shade of a grey color, and I absolutely, there is a tutorial on this one as well, and I did do my own modifications to this where I stitched it. And anyway, that's the dupatta, the salwar and lining. Now the final one that I'm going to show you again is it's design 03. It's the Gold Rush one, and this one I actually did make for myself. It's an absolutely gorgeously beautiful suit. I will show you the sewn one as well. I did pull it apart and redid it. Now again, I purchased this for, you know, I kept this to a side for someone, and several people have asked, and I actually refused to sell it, but for some reason this didn't go through to the customer, and so got left with me. Now my own version of that, I did make my own. And if you want to see, this is an amazingly pretty suit. I did my own extensions and stuff on it. I did my own applications, and I did a lot of add-ons. I ironed on some diamonds. I made it look really expensive, and I wore it to a wedding, and this beat the original anytime. I feel a little bit conscious of wearing it now because it's a little bit too fancy. But one of the things that I did do with this was I did make, you know, I made a trouser with it, I made a salwar with it. That was the trouser. I put like a button trouser, and then I did make a salwar to go with this as well. So I made like a multiple choice wearing a suit. There we are. That's the neckline. I did finish it off with all ironed on diamantes and buttons on the neckline, and that's what you can do with it, providing you're willing to put a little bit effort. So it's the same thing. That's the unsewn version, and then that's the sewn version. And when I actually made this, I took the lace and I applied it all on the back. I did a few of my own add-ons, but you know what, this is no way that, you know, you can tell this beat the original anytime. Now often we're convinced, you know, when we look at photos and so on, and we tend to buy suits based on photos, but unfortunately we are nothing at all like the models. So you got to look at your own circumstances, and you got to look at your own self and think that, am I going to be able to carry it off similar to the model? Is my background going to be the same? Is my body the same? Is my features or my looks the same as the model? Obviously not. A model is a model. We are no models, and but we've got to look at our own self and think about how best we can carry it off. So you know what, keeping in line with, I mean, like all these suits, we can do two things to them. We can make them extravagant and, you know, very fancy like this, or if you want to get a lot of wear and tear out of them, then I would say make them a little bit simpler, sewn nicely, sewn classic, and, you know, wear them. I feel a little bit overdressed if I wore this now, but a lot of these suits are casual wearing suits, and this is one of the beauties of buying the replicas, that you can sew them simply and you can get far more wear out of them, and you don't feel as guilty when you're wearing something which, you know, you've paid 25-30 pounds for, and especially you've sewn it yourself as well, and then buying something which was 110 or, you know, 120 pounds, and then paid another 30 pounds to have it stitched, which costs a hell of a lot. And then, you know, the fabric is a lot delicate, is a lot softer and not as hard wearing, and you know, you're just gonna really just hang it in the wardrobe. So that's basically what I intend to do with a few of these suits. I'm going to be making them far more simpler and casual, so that I can actually go on to wear them. So, you know, the choice is yours. I've done some that have been extremely extravagant and stuff, which I've shown and demonstrated that with having something so fancy, then you're restricted on how often and when you're going to wear it. Whereas if you had something which was, you know, less over the top, then you're going to get far more wear out of it. So that's basically what we're going to do. There's a couple that I'm going to be sewing. One is this grey one, and one is this yellow green one. And now I have only got limited pieces in all this. This is one of my first baroque range that I launched, and do you know what, from the day when I first sold them to now, I feel that they're still as new as the first day when I actually purchased them. And this is no, you know, I'm not actually trying to boast my own thing. I can say out of the bottom of my heart that these suits are absolutely exceptionally good value and very, very nice. You know, whether you want to give it as a gift or whether you want to wear it yourself, you will get the wear, and you know, it'll be a purchase that you'll be proud to have made. So if you want to order, be the first to order, because I've only got, like I said, a very limited stock, and I don't expect to be able to get these back in stock as well. I do want to clear them off so that inshallah maybe come the new year we can start off with a new range. So sometimes it is, you know, you actually feel more inclined to buying when you actually see the sewn and the worn item. So hopefully I'm going to be demonstrating this one, and by the end of the day so let's see how fast a beginning we can make and how quick we can go around to finishing this off. So inshallah I will put all these to a side and upload the videos, and hope to hear from you very soon when I show you a full demonstration of me hopefully modeling the suit for you.